guys, I'm so excited to show you some of the new By Terry Holiday 2019 collection. Beautylish was kind enough in sending me these products to review and showcase for you guys. This is not a sponsored video in any way, and I am so excited because there is one product in here that really caught my eye, and it led me to checking out the other things that were part of this collection, and it looks beautiful. So it is the Starlight Rose collection, and I'm going to show you the pieces that Beautylish sent to me. These are the ones that are carried on their site. I believe there are some other pieces that you can find on the By Terry site and maybe some other retailers, but I'm just going to be showing you what Beautylish has available on their online store. So this is the product that I was really excited about. This is their Starlight Rose, and all of these things are limited edition, by the way, and I'll have links to everything and like the prices down below my description box in case I forget to mention them, and I'm sure I probably will. But this is the By Terry Starlight Rose limited edition CC powder. It comes in a velvet pouch. It's incredibly heavy. This is the, wow, the very reflective chrome packaging, and it has a magnet closure, and look at this powder. OMFG. So I'm excited to try this out on camera for you guys. And then there's also two Brightening Cc Serums. There is one that comes in this set. It is in the shade Immaculate Light. So there's a big size and then like a little travel size that you get in this set. And again, limited edition. And then look at this packaging. It's so fun and festive. And then there's a Glow Booster CC Serum in the shade Starlight Rose. Here is the box. And let me show you what this looks like. So the Immaculate Light looks very white in the bottle. And then this one has more of like a pinky peachy tint to it. So this is in Starlight Rose. And this has the like limited edition holiday printing on here with the starburst. Isn't that so fun? So that's the Starlight Rose CC Serum. And then there's some really lovely like little gift sets. So this gift set has the Lash Expert Mascara, which my good friend here, the Glam Dr. Mona Khan, really loved. And she actually purchased it while we were here in Vegas together. And I've been wanting to try it and I just never got a chance. So I'm excited to give this a shot. There's also a Starlight Rose Balm de Rose mini size in here. There's also a mini travel size of the Hyaluronic Hydra powder in here. And then there's also an Ombre Black Star in here, which is in the shade Bronze Moon. So this is one set. This is a Starlight Rose Best of set. And then they also have this like cracker packaging set. So this has the mascara inside and also the Starlight Rose Balm de Rose in here. And this just kind of like opens up and then the products are inside. And then there's this like little tree ornament of the Starlight Rose Balm de Rose in this packaging. Isn't that so cute? So I wanted to put on all the products in here. Now the products that are in the cracker and in this ornament are in this best of set. So I'll be taking it out of this best of set, but I think I'm going to start with this Brightening Cc Serum. I feel like this is something you could probably put down as a primer before you use your foundation to kind of like brighten up your complexion and kind of set like a nice glowy base. And then this I think you can use as either an addition to foundation or maybe just lightly on top if you want to use it as like a liquid highlighter. So we'll figure this out once I get this down. But let me go ahead and open this guy up. And again, this is the Brightening Cc Serum in Immaculate Light. I am such a fan of these CC serums, so I'm really excited to give this a go. So this has like a pump dispenser, and I'm just gonna pump out maybe 2 pumps. Let's see. Yeah, 2 pumps. I'm gonna just spread that around. And then we're just gonna spread it onto my face. It has the By Terry Rose scent, definitely. And I love these Brightening CC serums because they are very serum-like, so they absorb into the skin quickly. They have on the lighter side texture. It's not too thick or too oily. It's just a very lovely kind of like smooth serum. And I just really enjoy it. It just works really well, like under makeup, over makeup, with makeup. Just a really nice formula. Okay, so there is the Immaculate Light Brightening CC Serum on my bare skin, just over my skincare. I think it really did like a nice job brightening for sure. Ooh, that looks really nice. Okay, so next I'm going to put on some foundation, and I don't actually have any by Terry foundation. Surprise, surprise. There's one foundation that I feel like everyone was recommending to me and they discontinued it. I think it was called the Sheer Expert, something like that. Anyway, so then I don't know, I just never really got around to trying any of their foundations. So what I want to do is maybe put this into the Sicily Lafito 10 foundation, because that one has a very like skin-like finish. It really doesn't have any sort of shimmer, shine, radiance to it at all. And I was wondering how this would do if I wanted to kind of make that foundation a little bit more radiant. So it's this foundation that I was just talking about. So I think what I'll do is on the back of my hand, I'll pump out one of the foundation and one of this Starlight Rose Brightening Cc Serum. Ooh, there's a little shaker ball in here. So I would assume you should shake it. Does it say to? Yes, it says shake before use on the bottle. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna take one. Oh, what? One pump of the Starlight Rose. I'm so glad it landed on my hand. And I'm going to just mix those two together. I'm just going to take my Sonia G Base 1 brush. I'm going to just dip it in here and apply. I feel like the foundation still looks very, very skin-like, very, very like Sicily. So I'm going to add one more pump of this Starlight Rose and see if I can get it just a little bit more radiant. I'm just going to kind of blend that in to the back of my hand here. Oh, there, now I see it. Now I'm starting to see kind of like a pearly finish. Ooh, I like that. Now, it's hard for me to speak to oily skin since I have such dry skin, but I do think, at least most of my friends that have oily skin, they generally tend to stay away from anything that's going to make them overly shiny or make them look too oily or anything. But I think this is a nice, like if you want a little bit of radiance and you have oily skin, I think this could be kind of a good solution to that. Add a little bit of it to your foundation and you'll get a really nice kind of like finish. But because this formula is so light, it doesn't really add any kind of like oily weightiness or thickness or anything to the foundation. So I think this could be a good solution for my oily skin friends out there if they want a foundation with a little bit of radiance to it. And the other good thing about this formula, even though it definitely has like a little tint to it, because it's so light in texture, I don't think it changed like the color of my foundation. And this Sicily foundation is very light, so I was worried, you know, without some sort of heavy pigmentation that this was going to alter it. But I feel like it looks pretty much the same as I remember using this on its own. So that is definitely a very, very good thing. I am loving the way my complexion looks. Oh, this blemish here just won't give up, won't give up. Okay, loving, loving, loving this so far. I'm gonna put a little bit of concealer on and then I'll come back and use the By Terry Hyaluronic Powder. Okay, so in this Starlight Rose Best of set, they do have their original hyaluronic powder. But I have been talking like nonstop about their new tinted hyaluronic powders. But I did want to show you just the regular one in case you wanted to get this set. Maybe you've been really interested in this powder because it is one of those like cult classics from By Terry. So I'm going to go ahead and use this just under my eyes. And my favorite way of using this powder, especially for under my eyes, is to use my finger and really press it in. Otherwise, I feel like for me personally, again, I have really dry skin. I run the risk of this powder making my skin just look a little bit too dry. So I just take my ring finger, I just pick up just the littlest bit of the powder. So just that much. And then I just press it underneath. And it does such a fantastic job blurring, and it really makes my under eyes look airbrushed. Now, I have been recently using the tinted one to do the same thing in the color Rosy Light. It has like a pink tint to it. I find this one to be a little bit more brightening. I kind of like a brighter under eye, so that's why I like this one. But this powder on my skin tone has a little bit less of a tint than the Rosy Light. This one is translucent, but I do know people with a deeper skin tone, they'll be able to kind of like see this powder on their skin. So in that case, I definitely recommend getting one of the tinted ones, because they have ones that go a little bit deeper for deeper skin tones, and then you'll get that lovely like airbrushed blurring effect without having kind of like a white cast underneath. So if you have a similar skin tone to mine, I don't think that this is going to show too much. It really is fairly translucent on lighter skin tones, but the blurring effect is like unbelievable. It is so, so good. So that's the Hyaluronic Hydra Powder. Again, you'll get like a little mini travel size here in this best of set. So I also have the Tinted by Terry powder in the color 200 Natural, and I'm going to lightly, very lightly dust this all over my face. And I'm going to use my By Terry dual-ended powder and foundation brush. I really like their powder brush for this Hydra powder that they have, because it lays down just a really, really light amount. And because I just put all that glowy, glowy goodness down, I really don't want to cancel it all out. So I'm really putting down just the lightest bit of powder. And it's really just to kind of set everything down. All right, next I pulled out one of my like favorites. I don't know why I don't use this more often, probably because I have so much, but this is the By Terry Compact Expert Dual Powder in the shade number 4 Beige Nude. And I love using this outer ring for just a really subtle bronze. So that's what I'm gonna do today. And I'm going to grab like a fairly kind of like fluffy brush, because I want a light application. So I'm going to use my Chikuhodo GSN4 brush, and then I just kind of pounce it on the outside here. This is an incredibly soft powder, so there's a lot of kick up, just so you're aware. And I'm just going to lightly start to dust that where I would normally bronze. I mean, it's super, super subtle, and I love it for like every day. And then I have one of the newer Sun Designer palettes. These are those face palettes that By Terry comes out with. They're limited edition, so I will link to this down below if I can find it. But if not, I'm so sorry. But this is the only blush that I have from By Terry. I don't actually have any of the individuals, and I wanted to go in and use this kind of soft blush here. So I'm just going to take the same brush that I used for bronzer and buff that into the cheek. Really pretty light flush. Okay, so now for the Starlight Rose CC powder. So I wasn't sure if this was going to be better as like just a highlight or as finishing powder. I find generally powders like this will make kind of a subtle highlight, or they'll make for like a very shimmery finish. So maybe we'll use it for both. So let's go ahead and try it out as highlight. And I love how there's like all 3 tones in here. There's a white, a pink, and then like an apricot in here. And I'm a huge fan of the By Terry Brightening Cc powder. I have the Apricot Gold, and I love this as like a finishing powder because it really does have like a nice like sheen, and it's gorgeous. So I do like this, and so I'm assuming I will like this too. And I wonder if I think this is basically the same thing as the apricot. This is probably the rose, and then this is probably like their light one. There is quite a bit of shimmer on there. I think you guys can probably see that. I hope the camera's picking it up. I'm gonna zoom in here. I suspect it's overspray. So let's take a look. I'm just gonna kind of dig my finger in. Yeah, I believe that's overspray. So I just kind of like ran my finger over the pink part, and most of that overspray just came off. I don't know why they do that, but I'm just gonna swirl my finger over all 3 powders, and let's do a swatch. That is very pretty. I think because there's so much pink in here, this is probably gonna work better as a highlight for me than a finishing powder. But I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of swirl a brush in here over all 3 colors. I'm gonna use my Sonia G soft cheek brush. This is part of her Sky set, and I do believe that's coming back into stock soonish. Kind of pat, pat, pat all around the 3 colors. And the By Terry powders that I've experienced are very soft, so you don't need to go in too hard. And I'm just gonna brush that. Ooh, ooh, that's pretty. Wow. feel like it's a little bit icy for my skin tone. So maybe I would focus my brush just on the apricot area and like this, a little bit of the pink area. But I think throwing this white in there makes it very, very icy. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to put my brush into the peachy part and then a little bit of the pink and then mostly peachy and apply it over here. Nope, still looks pretty icy. That is fantastic. If you have fairer skin than I do, maybe if it's even a little bit cooler, I think you would really, really enjoy this. This is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. This also, by the way, has that rose, like by Terry rose fragrance in there. Just FYI, just gonna kind of brush it everywhere. And now that I have it on as highlighter, I don't think I would use this as finishing powder. I think it's just, for me personally, I think this is just, it's too much sheen. Way too much sheen. So I think what we'll do at the end is maybe use the Apricot Glow CC powder and use that as finishing powder. Let me do my eyebrows and then we'll come back and use that Lash Expert mascara. Ooh, I'm so excited. All right, eyebrows are on. I'm gonna go ahead and actually open up this guy and take out the mascara. And actually, you know what I should be doing is moisturizing my lips. So I'm gonna throw on this lip balm too while we're at it. So here's the lip balm that comes in the set. It's also in the ornament here and also in this cracker. And there's actually a picture of the products in the cracker on the back there. So the mascara and the lip balm come in this beauty cracker. It has the faint rose scent. And I've only ever used the Balm de Rose in the pot, but with this doe foot applicator in this kind of packaging, the Balm de Rose, it feels more like lotiony, like it's really moisturizing my lips. On to the mascara. So we have the Lash Expert mascara, and I know there was something to this. Okay, I just had to look this up because I am not a pro at mascara at all. So for length, it is just the straight up and down applicator, and then for volume it is twisting it for that like helical design. So I am going to use it for length. That's more my thing. So I'm going to use it kind of in the straight up and down fashion. Actually, and before I do that, I should curl my lashes. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, I just curled my lashes and I was holding a mirror up very close to my face while I was curling my lashes and I noticed some micro glitter. So in this Starlight powder, the micro glitters are from the overspray, but there's no actual micro glitters in the actual powder. So once you get through the overspray, you won't see the micro glitters anymore. I don't even know if you guys can see that through the camera, but I just wanted to mention that since I'm personally not the biggest fan of micro glitter, I would want to know. So just thought I would mention it. So in with the Lash Expert Twist brush. Ooh, definitely seems to add a bit of length there. That's nice. Ooh, not bad. Okay, I can see why Mona really liked this mascara. All right. Oh, lovely. Well, I'm going to leave an update in the description box down below as to how the mascara wore, like if it started to flake or anything like that. So I will let you know. Definitely take a look down there for an update. Oh my gosh, I'm just realizing I got so excited about the mascara, I completely forgot to put on eyeshadow. So there is an ombre black star in here. And I'm going to use this one. This is in the color Bronze Moon. So it's this little guy. And does this twist up? Oh yeah, it twists up. So there's actually quite a bit of product in here. And there's the Bronze Moon shade. Ooh, that looks nice. I don't usually put eyeshadow on after mascara. So this will be interesting. But I'll try and apply it close to my lash line, like over my eyelashes. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm going to take this Refer brush. It's kind of like a domed buffer brush for your eyes, a small buffer brush. And I'm just going to work the shadow in. I really enjoy these ombre black stars, but I don't find that they set down completely on my eyes. I know a lot of people really enjoy these because they find them transfer proof, but for me, I want to say they set down maybe like most of the way, but I can still run my finger on it and I'll get some pigment, and it definitely kind of like wears away by the end of the day. So I don't know if it's my eyelids. I don't especially have like oily eyelids or anything, but I don't generally use a primer. I usually just have concealer and some powder down. So I don't know if that makes a difference. I love the colors that she has in this line. They're really stunning. I think I'm gonna take this brush and just drag it across the top here and smoke out my lower lash line. So eyeshadow is applied, not quite as bad as I thought it was gonna be, applying eyeshadow after mascara, but I'm not gonna do that again because that was a little bit weird. And surprisingly, I don't actually have any By Terry lip products. Isn't that weird? I feel like I did. I must have decluttered them, but I do have their Balm de Rose in a tinted version. I have number 6 Toffee Creams. So let's see if this gives me enough pigment. This is what it looks like. And I'm just gonna use my finger and go in. Ooh, that's pretty. I think if you want like a natural, low maintenance kind of look, this is nice. And I like that it kills 2 birds with 1 stone. Gives me some color to my lips, but it's also very, very moisturizing. Okay, and now I want to use the Apricot Glow Brightening CC powder and use this as finishing powder. So I've got my Sonia G Face 1 brush. I'm just going to swirl it in here, pick up a little bit of product, and I'm just gonna stamp that over my blush bronzer area. And it just makes my skin look so airbrushed. I love, love, love this. All right, I just added some eyeliner. I felt like my eyes needed a little bit of definition, so I used my Tom Ford Emotion Proof eyeliner in Abyssinian. That is it. What do you guys think of this collection? I really do like this powder. I wish there wasn't the overspray to kind of get through, because once you get past that, you just get this really, really lovely, satiny, bright, metallic highlight. It is gorgeous. And I think if you have a cooler skin tone, fairer skin tone, this would totally, totally work for you, because it looks pretty icy on my cheeks. And I think this is absolutely amazing. I loved adding this to the Sicily. The Sicily, the finish is great. It's very natural, it's very matte, but sometimes I just want a little bit of something, and this was awesome. This was really, really wonderful. So that's the Starlight Rose, and then the Immaculate one was awesome as a base. I think it did such a beautiful job like brightening, and there's that little bit of sheen, but it's not overpowering. I don't feel like I looked like a disco ball before I put the foundation down, which is great. It just gave my skin that little bit of help that it most often needs. And then the other pieces I think are such great gifts. Like, this is such a great tree ornament, stocking stuffer. It's a wonderful, wonderful lip balm. I love how it feels. It does smell like rose. That for sure is definitely going to turn some people off. So I wanted to mention that. And then the Beauty Cracker is so cool, and it has the mascara and the gloss in there. I just think this is so much fun. And then this guy is also great too. So you get just a couple more products in this set. So I'm loving this holiday collection. I think it's so fun, it's so festive, and I like the sets that they've come out with. They really put like their best sellers in there. Sometimes I feel like brands will create sets and they'll throw things in there that I feel like they're trying to get rid of. That sounds awful, but I feel like some sets they'll have like their best seller and then like the 4 other things in there like no one wants. But these are really like the best sellers from By Terry. So I just think these are great, great holiday sets, and these limited edition products are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So let me know if you have any questions down below in the comments section. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.